several anti-Semitic conspiracies theories operative now, but I think the most influential one on the right is the Jewish hand in immigration and all of its attendant woes.
We were a voice for immigration throughout the 20th century. We have suffered for closed borders, by closed borders. That's clearly, okay? So we were the, if you want, the arrowhead.
Last week, HIAS organized a letter signed by over 1,200 rabbis. Can you imagine getting 1,200 rabbis to agree on one thing? But agree they did. And what they agreed was to ask our elected officials not to halt or even to limit the United States Refugee Admissions Program. At 134 years old, HIAS is the oldest refugee organization in the world. We rescue, resettle, and aid refugees of all ethnic and religious backgrounds through 10 offices around the world and is one of 9 volunteer agencies resettling refugees in the U.S. and the only Jewish organization amongst them.
We're here to arrest a child sex offender. And you guys are out here honking.
Oh, they're not. No, we're pressing.
That vehicle right there is honking and impeding our investigations while we're trying to arrest a child sex offender. That's who you guys are protecting. Insane. That's what we're doing. My word is not for you. My word is not for you. I don't have to do it. It's insane. How you can be honking.
White Americans will soon be a minority, and that's great.
Whites will not be the majority. I mean, it's an exciting transformation of the country. It's an exciting evolution and progress of our country.
We are going to be a white minority very, very soon. I'm okay with that.
If things are so bad, as you say, with the white working class, don't you want to get new Americans in?
America is going to look very different in 100 years. You're not going to be able to tell you're black, you're white, you're Hispanic, you're Puerto Rican, whatever. It's going to be very complex, and I think ultimately that's going to be good.
White Americans feel that they're losing their country, they're losing ownership of the country, and they're right. In the end, they are not the future.
For the first time in American history, the number of white people went down.
The white population is declining for the first time in history in America.
White people will not be the majority in the country anymore.
This will be the first generation ever in American history in which whites will be a minority.
Treason to whiteness is loyalty to humanity.
To abolish whiteness is to abolish white people.
White people are committed to being villains in the aggregate, right? We got to take these motherfuckers out.
Was it or was it not the duty of every good revolutionary to kill all newborn white babies?
We have to kill white people.
When do we start killing white people?
I don't want to say we need to go start killing all white folks, but it's like, but maybe.
When we say we want to kill whitey, we don't really mean we want to kill whitey, we do.
We have to exterminate white people off of the face of the planet to solve this problem.
Stop white people!
An unrelenting stream of immigration. Non-stop. Non-stop. Folks like me who are Caucasian of European descent will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
Think about what they've said about us. They say white people are going extinct. That's a good thing. They say this is a space where we want fewer white people. They say we don't care about your white tears. Shut up. It's time for white people to get to the back of the line. White people are inherently violent. White people cause all the world's problems. White people are evil. You should think about not having kids because we need fewer white people in the world. We can't wait until you're all gone. What would you call that other than genocidal rhetoric? What would you call that other than hatred, racism? What else could you possibly call all of that rhetoric? And that is being promoted promoted in Hollywood, on social media, by some of the richest and most powerful people, and nobody cares. Do people get fired over that? No. Do people lose their jobs? No. Do people get banned from things? No. Are there statements from the ADL? Never. As a matter of fact, they support it. They're teaching your little white children. When you send your little white boys and girls to school, these teachers are telling them, you're evil. Your ancestors killed the Indians. They enslaved the blacks. They committed the Holocaust. Then they were racist. Then they were Islamophobic. And now you should consider not having kids because you're wrecking the environment. Consequently, our young boys and girls are growing up hating themselves. Young men and women hate who they are. They hate their skin color. They hate their parents. They hate their heroes and ancestors, their own culture. They're brainwashed, and you could see it. They go on these videos and say, I'm fucking white, dude. I don't have a culture. I'm fucking white. Who cares? Like it's a sin. And this has been promoted, and by the way, disproportionately promoted by Jews. And we all know that. When it's a white people shame festival, you see these guys like Seth Rogen, they'll say, I'm a white dude and I hate myself. Oh, but then when the Holocaust is happening, they say, I'm not white, I'm Jewish. We all know that. It comes from Jewish Hollywood. It comes from social media, and they tolerated that. They promoted that for years. And we as whites are becoming a minority in every country in which we reside. Okay, white people are a minority in London, England. You think you're going to go to London and see the Beatles? Well, I guess they're from Liverpool, but you think you're going to see fish and chips and black pudding and an English breakfast and Big Ben. You think you're going to see, they're a minority in London. You go to Paris, it's all Africans, it's all Muslims. You go to Italy, it's all Africans selling shit in the square, in the center of the cathedral, selling crap. In America, we're becoming a minority. In the younger generation, we're already a minority. Now think about what the Jews say about Israel. Israel has a right to exist. Israel has a right to defend itself. And what is Israel? A country of, by, and for Jews as Jews. It's a Jewish country for people that are born Jewish. They have a right for their Jewish country. They have a right to defend and fight for their Jewish country. And most of the Jews in America support that. Here, they believe that no white people are entitled to a country. You're not entitled to France. You're not entitled to Italy, Germany, England. You're not entitled to America. You know, Jon Stewart, it was never your country, goy. This isn't your country to take back. This country's for everybody. Think about that. And when this exterminationist rhetoric is peddled in America or in Europe, they're supporting it. This is the mindfuck. So they run Israel and they run our country. They support their ethno-state in Israel, but America's for everybody. When there's genocidal rhetoric against white people, they promote it. And as America becomes a minority, they say, well, you have no right to any country. So my message is to the white people, to the Christians, even to the non-white Americans, for that matter. Take your own side. Don't feel sorry for these people. Don't feel bad for these people because they don't give a fuck about you.